again? Nice, Banjo. I appreciate the dedication. You've got to see how your murder bots are deciding to murder. Well, without further ado, I shall begin then. We will load the save. A mere 43 years away from the endgame crisis. Will it wipe out our valiant heroes, or will the fallen empires rise to the challenge and eliminate it for you? Or will you get lucky and somehow dodge another crisis? I doubt there will be enough luck to avoid both an endgame crisis and a mid-game crisis, but we will have to see. Oh yeah, poor Starsky is not on the positive in there. I'm gonna check his Star Sky. We gotta see how. Boop. Oh, we got an Elio booping. I think Star Sky's gonna draw a white piece again. I am not sure. I will play and see how this starts going. All right, I don't want normal speed. As much as I love watching it, I do need to get to the end of this before my back and my brain decides to give out. Because I also did batting practice. Oh, counter boop protocols, Elio booping, Banjo booping, Elio. There's just boops all around going to boop, boop, boop. All right, we will see who survives. Oh, Starsky's got themselves a nice hyperlane network going too. That's what the thick dots are for. So they've basically created shortcuts around their own empire that they can use. The Roddies do be boopin'. I still wish I could have gotten that Roddy pack downloaded. Or not, like, the dog one still working. It was rather disappointing. They're almost at 100%, but they've also got... Oh yeah, that's right. It always saves on the 7th of the month. Saves every half a year. I always have that emergency backup. No, look, the wife also has finally got herself a hyperlane network. Bird is just doing bird things in the corner. So Sharv is currently the highest ranked player. Starsky and Bird were occupying, 1 and 2 for the longest time, but Sharv has, with the help of alliance members, projected themselves up to the top. Granted, they aren't the strongest military, but sometimes you just got to make the right alliances to get yourself up to the top. Oh, they're back down to 3rd. Well, to be fair, it's a very tight race between... Well, the Silurian state is kind of pulling away. Oh, there's almost 100% attrition on both sides. We'll see if it's a white piece, or we'll see if a large chunk of one of these empires just get gobbled up. I'm intrigued to find out. We will see. Will there be peace or will there be death? You know what? I'm surprised, considering the bad position of my empire and how Scout was at least gobbled up by a pacifist. That makes sense. I was surprisingly near 2 hegemonic empires, and one of them literally forced me to become a hegemony. Like, split my empire in half. So I'm surprised my empire is still alive to do anything. Oh my god, I got another planet down here. I love this space fauna thing, where it's just like, nah, I'm grabbing that planet. Is that another one there? Oh my god, I am literally just spreading everywhere. You know what? It's very appropriate that I named this one Knowing Adam Schlong. I am very rapidly breeding across this universe. Lurk, dinner time, but be back in a bit. Alright, Scout, I assure you, you are safe. You are in Bird's clutches. With her and her goth zombie birds. But yes, I'm definitely intrigued. Oh yeah, yep, agree. Scout is cute, Banjo's cute, Elio's cute. You know what? Cute everyone. Cute at everyone. That's going to be my Discord message tonight. Cute at everyone. Although I've already done enough Actually, no, I was very conservative on the everyone pings today because I didn't want to be too annoying on my birthday. I know it's my birthday, but I can't be an absolute tool. Can't be just like, everyone pay attention to me, I'm knowing Adam. I die if I don't get attention. No, I'm not like that. Oh. Sorry. Knowing Adam is a little sweaty and his back's a little tweaked from baseball practice. 5-year-old children, spoiler, do not know how to throw a ball straight and love to throw a ball 5 inches from your face. So you have to react quickly. And that can sometimes cause bad tweaks in your back. Is that a 100% war? Oh god, maybe they're not going to go settle for a white peace. It's only a confrontation, though. I thought that automatically resolved at 100%. I guess it's because it's so close to white peace. Maybe it's forcing both of them to go to 100% to see. Let's go back and peek. Yeah, like, I mean, Starsky's got a decent amount, but they definitely don't have more than the Alliance. Like, look at that. Like, it's gobbled. And right now, Starsky's only gobbled one empire, and they don't even have the whole one. Oh, a white piece. We got a white piece here. Boo. Boo the white piece. I want action. I want murder. Give me death. Give me murder. Like, did they force vassalization on them or something? No, because now they're not part of their alliance. Their score really took a punching from that, though. But they didn't lose anything, which is why I'm confused. Oh, wait. Now that they're not at war, okay. Yeah, their score just needed a second to get back to reaccount for the fact that they haven't actually lost those anymore. Okay. However, even with this new one, like, the Sidorian Sate just keeps managing to just gobble up systems here while everyone else is fighting each other. The Kyrian Unity, I mean, I think they're just... Yeah, I mean, they've got more systems down here. Like, I'm confused why they don't expand. And, of course, the ones that have been gobbling up poor Banjo Woe. But, I mean, maybe we'll see how the map shakes out. We are approaching a meager 40 years until the endgame crisis, and no one has even eclipsed 100,000 yet. 100,000 is like, that's the amount I need to survive if I'm going to be bailed out by the fallen empires. Like, it's crazy to me how low the power of this universe is right now. If there's a human controlling it, they escalate themselves so much, but it just must be because, oh my gosh, there's a fly there. It has to be because, yeah, I do not have a lot of firepower. I'm spreading everywhere, but I have no firepower. I'm using space whales as my defense. Yeah, all right, Banjo. I was looking for Banjo. Oh, Banjo, you're up to 10,000 power. Hey, there you go. Getting a few teeth in there. Well, oh, Sharvington went up to 56,000. Hello, Sharvington. Guess there's no pacifism left. It's all murder. All murder. Sharvington's going on the offensive. They're tired of white peace. They want to completely eliminate. So 10k power war with, and I better be the aggressor. Oh, you're at war. Oh my god, you are at war. Banjo, whoa. Nope, you are defending again. You're defending against this one. They do have, yeah, they have you there. But then again, that's kind of a quadrant you're cut off from anyway. You're cut off from that quadrant. So, I mean, realistically, their best way is to get you through here. Oh, Banjo. Whoa. I can't believe I missed you were at war. You're right. A defensive war. Oh, okay. Are they getting you? Are you getting them from anywhere? No, that's a transport fleet for military. So you got a military up. Oh, you're right there. And, oh, they must have their borders closed to you. So I don't think... No, your fleet's not trapped. Oh, I think your fleet might be trapped. Oh, no, wait. Interplanetary Imperium. Okay, so you definitely have open borders. Okay, so that 10k fleet probably can start going to kill something. And they're the Grim Awakening. What do you have? Oh, they've only got 16,000. You never know, and they've got a lot. They've got a lot of space. The bots suck at genocide. They need to get lessons. Oof. Won't read that out loud, but yes, I agree. Yes, this game has a surprising amount of species elimination if you choose to go down the evil path. I didn't want to obviously highlight that because I do love this game. But they let you have a lot of freedom. Hi, Star Sky. Good news, you drew white peace again. However, Sharvington's Confederacy is really, really ramping up this time, which will be good for Universal Defense, bad for you. Sharvington's up to 57,000 just with Sharvington alone. The rest of his coalition members are all have between like 30 and 50. But you have 41k, so you should be able to hold your own again and force white peace. I love how every time it's like Sharv and their alliance just attacks you through here, and you just go and attack the weakest member of their alliance, and it just draws white peace every time. They're going to be stuck like that forever. They are going to be stuck like that forever. Oh no. Oh Banjo. Oh Banjo. I don't think this is good. Oh, no, wait. The Awakening. What? How are you getting eaten by them, then? Oh, did they join that war? Banjo, are you getting ganged up on right now? No, it's supposed to be the Grim Awakening. How are they gobbling systems from you? Did they join the war? Wish I could get military details. Oh, here, I'll just observe your empire. Where is... Oh my god, Banjo. I don't mean to alarm you, but that's a lot of... Oh. That's a lot of red on your screen right now. I think you're getting ganged up on. Alright, situation... it's government, I think? Situation... Nope, not that. Government? Trying to remember how to tell. Ah, there it is.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh no, yeah, you're getting ganged on. Invited to war. They invited them into your war. Oh, and my hegemony. No. Banjo, whoa, I don't mean to alarm you, but that ain't good. that isn't good, Banjo, whoa. Oh, Banjo, whoa. Your murder bots need to do a little more murdering. I'm not supposed to be the one doing the bull. I know. AI gonna AI. At least you ramped up to 10,000 this time. That's a positive. Wonder how my hegemony's doing. Is it gonna grab any systems? Oh, it probably doesn't want to grab those systems from you. Oh, wait. It's partly occupied. Okay, so yeah, they're about to gobble that system once they invade that planet. Oh yeah, that's just another one. Oh my gosh. Do you even have any planets after that? You will have one planet if they stop now. Banjo, whoa. I don't mean to alarm you. But that ain't looking good. That is definitely not looking good. Oh my gosh. Bird somehow drugged me into a holy war again. Bird, stop doing this. Stop fighting the freaking Holy Roman Empire. I know it's not actually the Holy Roman Empire, but you know what I mean. 16 to 19. Oh gosh, they've only got you at 19%. They can drag that war on for a long time. Banjo, whoa. I don't mean to alarm you, but you may be the first eliminated. Banjo, whoa, I'm sorry. Oh no. This is not the drama I wanted. Wow, they've just taken one random system over there. Hey, Starsky, I don't mean to alarm you, but you know how Sharv's Confederation keeps trying to gobble you from this way? I think once they're done going gobble, 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 there's only one obvious direction left to go for them. Unless they're going into Sharv's Confederacy, which I doubt. Probably closer to being Holy Roman and an empire than the actual Holy Roman Empire. You're right, Banjo. I agree. Banjo, I hope you pull through this and come with us to the end of the endgame crisis. You just have to survive another 38 years, Banjo Woe. And then, while looking at the military power of here, it's going to be more likely that you're bailed out by the fallen empires than you are of, doing this yourself. But hey, yeah, attack Sharv, not me. We'll have to see. Like I said, this is all AI. I'm very intrigued. Bird, why do you keep... why do you keep doing this, Bird? Stop going into the Holy Roman Empire wars. But yes, I'm definitely intrigued at this. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's that empire, and my hegemony empire. Who are they fighting? An independence war? Oh, that's interesting. They're trying to segregate. Nice. Power. Independence war. Uh-oh. My wife is dealing with an independence war and a rebellion at the same time. Nice. Librorian. Who are the hell are the Librorians? Somehow they are gobbled up into the war. Uprising. Okay. Banjo, I have faith you're going to survive on like one planet and just have you're going to have yourself a scout ending. Banjo, you'll have one planet to live on. I have faith your murder bots will have one planet left. On second thought, they're in the middle of taking that planet too. Banjo, you're desperately low on planets, Banjo. Yeah, no, that's got a planet that you're gobbling up. Got a planet gobbling up. Time to spend time with Demu. Okay, Banjo. I apologize if you get gobbled up. Like I said, I really have no control over this, but it's like how I have problems with D&D Party. I know my D&D Party likes to sometimes think I'll kill them, but honest to God, I swear I'm more attached to their characters than they are. Like, I know I love story and I love to advance it and stuff like that. But when you see a player character die, it's just sad. Go have funs with the moos. Let Sharv know they're winning. Sharv might be the only hope in the universe, as long as Sharv can resist the urge to conquest. To be honest, they're the only ones over halfway to 100,000, and 100,000 is kind of like a bare minimum, like I'm going to hold you back type fleet. The good news is, for the endgame crisis, is I have so many little planets spread out all over the place that I think I'll be able to pull this off. 37 more years. I will be intrigued to see where they end up spawning. Because I think that will determine, whether or not this universe survives. That will definitely be a huge factor. Because I think if it, spawns in somewhere near one of the fallen empires, then I think, your universe has a high chance of surviving. If it spawns somewhere super weak, like up here in my quadrant, then that's not good. Although, yeah, I was about to say, only 32,000 for Star Sky. This is not the time to ramp down military, Star Sky. Oh, 60,000. Demu's got 60. Noise. Alright. So that's one of them, I know. The other one... Oh, yes, Stakashian Chronicler. So I guess if it kind of spawns over here, then there's a good chance that they will rise up and try and stop it. Also, the Holy Roman Empire that Bird keeps fighting. But then the problem is that puts Scout in trouble. And we don't want Scout in trouble. So maybe if they spawn kind of over here, where we don't have a lot of humans, we'll be fine. Oh yeah, that's another one too. So yeah, if it spawns in here, you might be good. That's a strong might, but... Banjo. The good news is Banjo-O's planets haven't been gobbled up yet. He has absolutely no military left. But as long as he can keep as long as Banjo-O can keep holding... As long as Banjo-O holds one planet by the end of that war, they'll be good. See, my wife has almost no military power left while dealing with an uprising and independence war. And a robot uprising. I have a strong feeling it's going to be the contingency. Oh yeah, who are the other... Oh yeah, that's the other... Oh yeah, so I guess if it kind of spawns on this end, we've got another... So it's 1, 2... I think there's 5. It says there's 5. I guess I could just always do it this way. But it just kind of slows things down. Oh, and I mean, I guess they see the whole universe, so it's kind of it's kind of pointless. So yeah, the Watchers... The Continuance, yeah, which are the ones over there. The Progenitors. Now, where did you spawn? Because I know the Chroniclers are there, and the Shard is there. Where are these Progenitors? Oh, is that you there? Oh. So yeah, there's a decent amount of Fallen Empire coverage. However, if it spawns up in Sharv's quadrant, at least Sharv has a good alliance that should be able to slow them down until the Fallen Empires get there. Unless, of course, just some AI thing happens, like Bird decides to stop the Holy Roman Empire from coming up and stopping. However, it does look like they have a neutral path. So that should take care of that. Only 35 years to go. Wait, is it? Yeah, 35. Had to double check my own math. I hope Banjo-O survives on one planet. They need to have a Scout type ending. They need to survive. I have faith of the heart, going where my heart will take me. I have faith, even though I got no more subs. I still sing 'cause I can. Na 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 na. Wow, that's wild. You were just watching Enterprise, like the OG, not the OG Enterprise, I should say, but you know, the one that's supposed to be Generation 1 Enterprise. The theme song of that one. I don't know why, that theme song just always sticks with me. Because, like I said, I kind of grew up in that era. Yeah, like 20 seconds ago. Well, there you go, Elite. You see, we have a similar brain wavelength. Because, like I said, remember how I said I grew up with Voyager? Well, around the time Voyager was on as well, the other Star Trek show was, you know, Gen 1 Enterprise. I say Gen 1 Enterprise not to be confused with OG Enterprise. There are so many Enterprise ones. And to be fair, I'm playing a space game, so my brain is going to be all about space game references and space references right now. A lot of people dislike the theme song because of its slow nature. None of the other lyrics, just narration, if that. I mean, I guess that's kind of fair. I could see why some people might not like it. I, for one, am not one of those people. I like the fact that it kind of, you know, sets the tone of, like, you know, Earth, you know, finally reaching the stars and stuff like that. I like that. So is Banjo going to survive on a planet or two? Maybe? We'll see if a little shattered remains of Banjo managed to survive this. Exactly. Yeah, see. I get you, Elite. I get you. I love how we have, like, so many minor empires in this game. It's like, I am not sure. Oh, wow. They had a civil war. They did not do well. That's the polite way of saying it. So like I said, my biggest concern is it's 34-ish years, probably closer to 33 years, to the endgame crisis, and none of them have even cracked 100,000 yet. They are literally going to need to be saved, you know, by the fallen empires, because this is the type of firepower you need. Oop. The type of firepower you need to survive the endgame crisis. None of them are really, like, Banjo was about to get nom-nommed. I hope they survive on one planet. I want them to survive on one planet. Scout, I mean, he's got 5,000 military in one system. Yeah, my breakaway state from that war, like, they've got a decent amount of power. But somehow, because of, like, all the fact they do ruin the title sequence season, they speed up the song slightly and add random country as instruments to the background, and it becomes beyond terrible? Why don't I remember that? Maybe it's because I didn't see the entire series. That might be it. They added country instruments to the background? Yeah, okay, I can see how that is 1,000% ruined. Well, maybe not 1,000%, but you know what I mean. I'm being a little hyperbolic because I'm on stream right now. So I have to be a little hyperbolic to be entertaining. But you know what I mean. Like, it's that, yeah, I can... I would definitely not be a fan of that. Defensive wars. Oh my gosh, they're dealing with an uprising. So many uprisings. The endgame crisis is definitely going to be like the robot takeover. It has to be. With the amount of robot uprisings that are happening this game. Like, there's no way it's not gonna end up being that. Then again, I'm probably gonna eat my words like I usually do. But yes, I'm very intrigued to see how this ends. I know I've been doing it all day, but it's so mesmerizing to be just like, oh, who's gonna sneak away here? Who's gonna get away there? I'm surprised I'm still alive after so many backstabbings from Sharvs. Well, here's the thing. You keep forcing white peace, and that's the best thing you could do in Stellaris, because it weakens your opponent, forces them to build back up. But yes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised as well. You have the biggest alliance in the game on your doorstep, and you've managed to survive Starsky. Oh, yeah, Banjo is getting more and more nommed. Does not have a lot left over. However, there's a lot of these still only partly occupied ones. Oh wait, never mind. So that one's partly occupied. Partly occupied. So they might have managed to repel it there. Partly occupied. So they're not sieging those. So maybe Banjo survives with like a couple systems scattered around. Yes, like I said, forcing a white piece in Stellaris is surprisingly easy. It's easier than it should be. Because if you're not going in with a total war or light claims, then it becomes trickier to win a war, because you have to basically beat out the timers of both of them reaching 100%. And you have to hope that you're in a strong enough position that you can, force non-white peace. Because you're basically gobbling up those bottom ones there. They're gobbling up part of yours, but due to the fact that the land trade is about even, they stop themselves short. So as long as Squeaks here is still alive and still very, very plushy and ready to be nom-nommed, I think you're going to keep surviving, Starsky. And maybe you'll end up forming a coalition with these people. Who knows? Stellar military bloc. So yeah, it's only those that are still in. Okay, Banjo is soon going to force. Your foxes are very vicious. They're very vicious and very cunning, just like regular foxes. See, I know how to build empires. Go Fox Squad, that's right. Yes, Starsky is the little fox sanctuary. That's why I called it Starsky's Fox Sanctuary. I basically gave them a fox-looking one. I gave them the Tree of Life, so literally they're just going around spreading their trees of fox protection. Oh, Starsky, you've gotten back into second place. Even with Sharv amassing twice the military of you. I'm very intrigued. Like, it's partially my impatience that is wanting this to go faster, but it's also just because I'm so excited, just wanting that. Oh, this one's got a hidden system in the core. Oh, how has no one discovered that yet? Oh, it's because there's still so many unclaimed systems. So the core system doesn't open up. Oh my gosh, so many little things are hidden in this universe. So there is a core system, but those things only open up when every other system is claimed. It is 160 years, 68 years into the game, and there are still unclaimed systems. Every time I play, that's unheard of. I mean, like, and they're not even, like, well blocked, like, ones either. Like, lots of empires could easily expand that way, including my own damn one. But of course, I have my little pseudo planets here, and I don't think they let you claim that far away. Love if my little tiny enclaves would just start claiming stuff in here. But they won't. Or that one there, or that one there. Well, that one there can't really do anything, but it had a chance at one point. And that one there, that one could definitely do it. That one had a chance before Bird just pincered me on both sides. That one never had a chance, but then again, they were just silly for not claiming that system. Oh, and that one there. I mean, definitely pincered, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was just there because once again, this system just did not expand. The AI is just very, very odd acting this game. Alright, Banjo, whoa. Are you still... You're still fighting for your life, Banjo. Because you're a determined exterminator, you can't go for a white piece. So due to the fact that they still have 54%, that war's going to drag on. Hopefully you hold on by one or two systems, Banjo. If not, I will pour one out for you. As the old saying goes. We're almost at the 30 years. 30 years. This is completely random, but imagine if someone from some battle long ago was told just how many different empires and cultures replaced the land they once fought for. Yeah, I mean, especially in Europe. Like, if you do that in Europe, like, their minds would be blown. Yeah, no, so many cultures have fought over so many of the same pieces of land. And I mean, if you could go back in time, how many dinosaur clans fought for that piece of land? How many wolf packs did before you came there, humans? Really is intriguing just to think how even though we think, you know, we own this land and stuff like that, there were creatures from long, long ago that occupied it, civilizations from long, long ago that occupied it, and of course, last but not least, in the future, someone else is going to claim it. Whether it be aliens or not. Oh, Banjo, whoa. I feel bad. I keep keeping an eye. I keep hoping that, like, some of... No. They're only in the 50s, and Banjo basically has nothing. I don't think Banjo's planets are going to survive long enough. Because there's like a net still lurking, but I see my little beagle dot down there. That is correct, Scout. You are safe. Poor Banjo's about to get nommed, though. Nommed like you're nomming your supper now, probably. So 50 and 60. So the good news is Sharv's coalition has enough to kind of throw up at least a slowdown fleet. But the problem is they're also the furthest away from all the fallen empires. Like, they have this one here and that one there, but I think those are also like xenophil... Yeah, Beta Refuge. So these are like xenophiles, so they're the least likely. You're still going strong, Scout. Exactly. No Banjo live. You know what? Oh, no. Yeah, I think that's his last planet there. Because, yeah, there's not a... Oh, there is a planet in that system. There is. I believe so. Other way, please. Mod check my brain. Okay, so he's got 2 planets left. He just needs to survive to force a white piece. Because that one doesn't have a planet up there. So that's just literally because they've been too lazy to go get that system from him. Banjo has 2 planets left. One of them just has to survive until they reach 100% war attrition. The problem is, because Banjo can't mount anything because all of his space stations are destroyed, they are only at 60%. So Banjo may be eliminated. Nope, there goes one. Banjo is down to 1 planet. I'm sorry, Banjo. Whoa. I don't want it to happen, Banjo. If I could give you one of my random planets, I would. But you're also a murder bot, so you'd probably try to kill me. Like to give him that one right on the border of the Fallen Empire. That way he's got to keep dealing with what I got to keep dealing with. So there's some independence wars going on. Oh, Starsky. Hey, Starsky, it's been about 10 years. You want to know what's happening again? You want to know what's happening again, Starsky? Spoiler alert, you're getting stabbed in the back again.
Situation log updated.
I am going to check. Does No, Starsky has no one defending them. Sorian State. Federation. Yeah, and Sharvington's committee, yeah. It's literally Sharvington calling the shots. ...2001, I think. That's only 23 years, and no one in today's age could even imagine a time without internet, without those conveniences. We're even at the point where remote areas are getting internet via Starlink, all in 23 years. It's still wild, honestly. Now, Elite, I know this is going to blow your mind. But yes, the internet was popular in 2001. But my parents were very against the internet. So until I was about 20-something, just before I moved to the province where we met Elite, I actually did not have regular access to the internet. So I did not become a meme guzzling boy until I went to that other province. Because I did not have access to regular internet. Like, when I went to university, I actually kind of started getting access to the internet, you know, via going to university. That was my experience with the internet. My parents were very staunchly against it. My father, in the back half of my high school, got like some dial-up, but I was like extremely limited on how much I could use it. But yeah, so it's like I really didn't get it until like 10, 12 years ago. Like I'd have it at my friends, I'd have it at other places. Oh, Banjo, whoa. I hope you hold on. But yes, I grew up with very, very little internet. And now I'm making up for it. The every 10-year backstabbing of Starsky is happening again. And Banjo, I think I saw that they're only at 60%. So Banjo is not forcing any... Oh, they're at 65? Maybe Banjo's planet will survive long enough? Hey, what's that? Nation of Grim Awakening. Oh, they snuck a system from you, Banjo. All of their allies were taking over the planet. And that's going to cause border friction between those two nations. The perfect time, then. I looked at some of the bigger YouTube streamers and see. Yeah, that's about right. I did kind of get in just around the time when dank memes started becoming a thing, for lack of a better term. But yes, I hit Prime. Also, just another reminder how we all live such different lives, even if we are in similar areas. Exactly. It is a reminder. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to stretch my back out right now. And also hoping very much that Banjo manages to hold on with his last planet. If not, we give the salute. Alright, Starsky, let's see how you're doing in this war. I'm going to assume, yeah, okay, this playbook seems familiar. This playbook seems very familiar. Yeah, they're attacking you from that way, and you're attacking them from that way. You better take over some planets. I mean, if you keep forcing white peace, the problem is you're not going to be able to. Like, that is one annoying thing about Stellaris' white pieces. It's like, I did all that work just to basically keep the status quo. Oh my god, Sharvington has almost reached 100,000 on their own. Sharvington, if you stop smashing your army against Starsky, if you stop doing that for 5 minutes, well, I shouldn't say 5 minutes. We've been simulating a long time. But if you could do that for more than 5 decades, you could actually fight the endgame crisis. Yeah, stop attack. Yes, stop attacking poor Starsky. Oh my gosh. I wonder what the over-under is on an early endgame crisis spawning. Because there is some situations where an endgame crisis can spawn up to 25 years early, which would be 2 years from now. I just remembered that's a thing. I hardly ever experience it because it's a very rare chance. It's like, it's got like a 5% chance to spawn 25 years early, a 25% chance to spawn exactly on time, and then increasing chances that it spawns, like I think it adds 10% every 5 years. So theoretically it could go a little bit past. There's a small chance it happens before, and there's a medium chance it happens right on time. I will be intrigued to see if you get the early one after getting the luck of no mid-game crisis. You know what? Banjo is still holding on one planet, and I am amazed. That must be like the Banjo's AI must have like really fortified that planet. 73. I don't know with that low, like, even the best fortress planet I can think of shouldn't be holding this long. So they're already kind of on borrowed time on that. I hope they survive. I do hope. Just run with your fast twitch muscles and then stand 20 feet away at a side angle staring like, bro, that's what a fox would do. That's true. That's true. That's true, Elite. That is exactly what a fox would do. And to be fair, that is kind of what Starsky's, AI is doing. Because the main attack's coming from this way. Starsky's army goes through this way and kind of fucks everything up. And then they force a white piece. And then basically Starsky does just kind of look at their arm and be like, what the fuck, bro? Because, yeah, look, see, they're cutting through. Oh, they're actually meeting some resistance this time. Your progress isn't going as fast this time. Oh, Starsky. I think your twitch reflexes are a little slow tonight. To be fair, Sharvington has been amassing a whole bunch of 19%. Yeah, your army is not getting. Oh no, maybe it's just because they went kind of wide this time that I'm kind of thinking. It's 11 to 19. It's still early. I'm sure you will. I mean, Starsky, if nothing else, Sharvington's army never seems to ever occupy your whole territory. You will survive on a planet. I mean, look how long Banjo's been surviving an onslaught on one planet. I'm sure if nothing else, you will survive. Now, how good that survival is, I'm just as intrigued as you. Because I'd be intrigued if the Starsky Fox Sanctuary suddenly formed an alliance. And then Sharvington's coalition could calm down, and then you both could power up, and then you'd have a higher chance of surviving the endgame crisis together. All the ship movement. You will survive. You got this, Starsky. I would die of laughter if it was a 25-year early endgame crisis spawn. That would completely decimate this. Especially with all these robot uprisings happening. Hey, look, Bird's finally not at war with the Holy Roman Empire. We're about to see if there's any sign it's going to be an early spawn. Uh-oh. Wait, what? There's not a planet there. How's Banjo alive? How are you alive, Banjo? Banjo? You have... Banjo, are you hiding a secret planet? Wait. Where's your planet? Banjo, do you have a secret planet, Banjo? Am I missing something here? No, it's just a space station in here. Barren world. Barren world. Where is Banjo surviving? Am I missing... Am I missing a Banjo planet somewhere? A fox story. There's a fox. Aww. That is very sad. Squirrel, the local trail. So cute watching them. Yes, it is cute to watch the animals. We live like by a hayfield and stuff like that, so we get to see critters all the time. It's adorable. I'm missing a Banjo planet. Oh. Okay, I need... Where? I don't need diplomatic mode. Intel. Opinion. See, there's no... Alright, where are your high war exhaustion? Well, yeah, we know you have that. Okay, I'm trying not to, look at anything, but I need to find how Banjo is surviving with... Like, somehow Banjo still has 64 population. Where is this planet? Okay. Society management, maybe. No, okay, that's what I already clicked. Where? Planets and sectors. Huh? What? What? You have no planets. Where are your people? What is happening right now? My brain doesn't... Do you have a secret habitat in here that I can't see? Mod check my fucking brain? Hello? Banjo, where are you hiding? Where are your 64? I have no idea how this man is alive right now. I will just tip my cap and say, give it some good food, and it was just hunger. Things may have gotten better for it. Yes, I hope the gas station fox got better. Sorry, I didn't mean to go into a rant about Banjo, but they have no planets but 64 population somehow. Where are they surviving? They only have one system. Did I actually give them one of my planets and not know it? that was just a meme. Tiny squirrel holding nibble a tiny peanut. That's good fun and it's cute. Exactly. Totally agree. Totally agree, Elite. That's right, because the hands are so tiny. How? You have no planets left. How is your population growing? Where is it? Right click to zoom on capital. Is there something I'm missing? Because they completely own that. Huh. Well, I mean, if he survives without any planet somehow, I mean, great. Banjo has survived this war, quote unquote. I mean, to be fair, the war is still technically going on. The AI is breaking my fucking brain. The AI is doing some funky shit today. Right, I gotta zoom in on Star Sky and see what's happening. Oh goodness, that's a lot more than usual. Oh, you're making some progress. You're making some progress. I'll give you that. Star Sky, I think. Wait, you're winning the war exhaustion battle again? Star Sky, you're scared, but somehow you're being a sly little foxy, and you keep undercutting them. Just like Banjo is somehow surviving without a planet. I thought you automatically lost if you didn't have a planet. Wait, what's this over here? Mirian Collective. Wonder if that's Banjo's secret. He was just secretly causing a revolution in the other side of the galaxy. Now we are at 29 countries. Yeah, you are winning the war exhaustion battle. Oh wait. Did I read it backwards? Coalition of Autonomous Powers, 47%. Star Sky, 33%. Okay, maybe something's backwards here. Either way, it seems like you're still on pace for another white piece. But it sucks that you're basically both kind of stuck in eternal war. Because neither of you are going to be able to ramp up correctly. 23 years until spawn of the endgame crisis, or it's going to be a late spawn. And I'm going to be up all night. No peace, you want more land? Star Sky, we have two AIs fighting. They're both going for the squishy underbelly of the empires, and just basically kind of They fake bury the peanuts, fake digging, moving around leaves in the air. It's like, bruh, I know you didn't put it there. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like I heard a nature documentary once. It says it's like a survival instinct. So it's like if a crow or something is watching them, then they think they buried them there, but then they run off with them and then bury them somewhere else. Like it's a survival thing. Autonomous powers of coalitions, 49. Star Sky, 36. But it says they're 36 there and you're 49. It is funny to watch. No, I agree with you there. That was just me making conversations, trying to figure out how Banjo's empire is surviving without a planet or a habitat. Like, I thought he just had a secret habitat somewhere, but... Oh. But yeah, looking at the ramp up, it's not looking good, especially with Sharv constantly bullying Starsky. Oh, I see. It doesn't give me that information because I'm not playing them. Because I'm only an observer. So maybe Banjo does have one somewhere. Oh. Last keyboard. There we go. I might try and see if I can slowly increase the ticks per turn. Banjo live? Banjo seemed to have one mysterious system, even though Banjo seemingly have no planet. Banjo still also technically at war. But, and knowing Adam cannot find their last planet. They have one system, but there's no habitable planet on it. So I have no idea where Banjo-Wo's population is living. Is there some sort of like secret here? I don't know. No, it's a barren world, so you can't live on it. Ice asteroid. That's a mining station, so he's literally just got a mining station and nothing else. This is the same game from earlier. It is the endgame crisis spawns at the year 2400. I was hoping for an early spawn, but yes. Because I'm streaming, normally when I do this on my own, it takes about 2 to 3 hours to simulate a game. Because I am streaming, my computer is gobbling up a bunch of CPU power, so I cannot go as fast. So the simulation is going much slower. And I just decided, because there's been a lot of support for this, a lot of people watching, that I'm going to run it to the end. Instead of, doing some of my other stuff I had planned today, you know what? I'm just fine watching Stellaris and chilling out with people. And you know what? If I ever do this again in the future, I'll try to find a way to make sure it goes a little bit faster. Because, I've only got one birthday a year. Like, this feels like something I might try and do, like, every 6 months or something, maybe. Like, just so that way it's not so often it becomes, monotonous and boring. But at the same time, often enough to be like, Here's a special treat to the community. The reason is because it's a strategy game, so it's like each of those populations, you know, and all the resources you see up there. I know they say 0-0 and stuff like that, but there are 29 countries, you know, with like hundreds of populations, you know, making all of those little things. I know it doesn't look like it because I'm just kind of doing it in, like, you know, observing math mode, but if I was actually playing this game, you could see how intensive it was and where all the CPU power is going. Like, watching the game this way, it's great for just role-playing and talking. Actually playing the game, I've wanted to stream the game actually playing, but the problem is it takes up so much mental bandwidth for me trying to keep up with all the diplomacy, the archaeological sites, the phenomenons, like all the little things that are happening in the game, your resource management, your empire management, you know, fighting corruptions, fighting like internal revolutions and stuff like that. It just gets so mentally taxing that I'm just too nervous to stream it actually playing it. So I'm kind of doing it this way, so it doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's like I say, each one of those populations are working a job that, you know, creates resources, and there's like background things like edicts and your origins and so many things that tweak everything, that it is a very complex and deep game. It's almost not doing it justice, because just kind of showing it this way, but at the same time, you know, it does kind of give an aspect of like what the game is like. Alright, Star Sky, I should probably zoom in on your every 10-year war. 53 to 42. 42 to 53. Yeah, it's backwards. I wish I knew which was the right number. I mean, I could just zoom in on your... Although, looking at how little you've taken over, and oh no, Star Sky. Oh no, I think... he's no good. Extra dimensional scouts. Oh, that's why you didn't have a mid-game crisis. You never triggered it because not all the planets have been, or not all the systems have been claimed around the ring. So you couldn't get the extra dimensional scouts in the rift. Oh my god. Alright, Star Sky, I'm going to zoom in on your empire. Oh yeah, you're the one suffering more war attrition. Okay, you hear all those alarms? I'm going to just back out of this, and we're just going to pretend Star Sky is... Everything's fine with Star Sky. Nothing's going wrong. What are you talking about? If you think there's something wrong, you're lying. You sit on a throne of lies. Star Sky. I think Sharv has finally sharpened the knife and backstabbed you hard enough. But maybe... No, wait. They can't, because we're not 20... Yeah, it's only a 25-year early spawn. I don't think there's a 20-year early spawn. I guess I would have heard rumblings about it by now. Unless, since I'm the observer, it doesn't give me an advance warning. You just want to live peacefully? I know, Star Sky. But you have a murder bull beside you. I can't help it. God, I'm really having fun with this. It's like, it's fun watching the story unfold and somehow seeing Banjo is still alive with nothing. Like, I'm legitimately confused at how Banjo is still alive. Banjo survived the peace deal. Banjo is no longer at war. Banjo survived on one empire and somehow still have 67 population somewhere. Empire colonies. Wait, it said empire colonies, right? Hold on. So you do have a planet somewhere. Where? Where planet? Where planet? Where planet? Where planet? I need to know where planet. This is driving me crazy. Where planet? Where planet? No, I don't want government. Is it society management? No. Technology lead. Planets and sectors. Where planet? Where planet? Okay, let's try clicking on another empire that I know has planets and see if it shows me. It show planet. It show planet. Where planet? Where planet? Where planet? Where planet? I feel like I'm going mad. I feel like I am going mad. I can't understand how Banjo's alive. They're no planet. They're no planet. Where is your planet? Where is your god now? Okay. Wait, where is it? Annex. Where the hell is that? Wait. Do you... You have a planet without owning the system. Huh? Huh? What the fuck is... Oh my god. I have never seen that happen before. Banjo somehow survived because they destroyed his starbase there. But they didn't destroy Banjo's planet. So now Banjo has one claim system which is keeping him alive in game terms, and he's got one planet keeping him alive, but they're not the same. They're boosh. I am flabbergasted. I have honest to God never seen that. What the hell is the pup company? Rebelled against... Oh my god. Puppies revolted? Who the fuck are these puppies? I need to see these puppies. Government. I have cube puppies somehow. I have cube puppies. I have no idea how this works. What the fuck is going on in this game? I'm honestly in shock. Sorry, Elite. I shall read what is going on. Okay, Starsky. How are you doing, Starsky? Oh, you're doing great, Starsky. I legitimately feel like I'm going delirious because I'm just that shocked at what happened. And then to have cube puppies. Watch the video on quantum computing. All the simulations this game has to kind of remind me of it. Quantum computing differs in that rather than perform one task then another and so on, it performs tasks at once. To form so any form of research that uses trial and error would become obsolete. Just to be harnessed in said field. Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, instead of waiting, it can just kind of do it all at once. I mean, to be fair, if you could put this on a quantum computer, like, I'm sure this game would run smooth as butter. Granted, it probably, would be a waste of resources and stuff, but... Oh my god. Hey, Scout, birds drug you into another holy war. You're not feeling Bonita? I don't blame you for not feeling Castle Bonita. Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita. Yeah. Zamnians, Starsky. Oh no! Now the Zamnians are fighting you too. Starsky, you're now getting hit from both sides. Because this empire has decided to start punching you now that Banjo is dealt with. Scout what? Scout, you are still alive, but Bird Eye drug you into another war with that fallen empire here. Because Bird's borders are all around it, and it's saying, get off my borders. And Bird basically says no, which drags him into a holy war. So if you take the chemical and the periodic, rather than plug and play the near infinite combinations, does it all at once and tells you what compound you need to make. Yeah, I've heard of that before, where it just kind of, it can check everything all at once instead of needing to go check, 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 check. It just uses all of its power to kind of be like, boop, 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 done. Instead of relying on a processor. Oh, poor Starsky. They're getting the spit roasted. The good news is the border's it never reaches you because I think you're like a tributary of Bird, so just like Bird automatically drags you into wars. But, the people, they just want those 3 systems, so they basically just go and keep pummeling Bird on those 3 systems, but it drags you into a war. I mean, you still have 29 power. What do the Zamnians have? Oh, never mind. I was going to say, maybe if joke's on them, I'm into that. Fair. You know what? If only someone would come to your aid. Like these bad boys here, the ones that totally split my empire in half. I feel like they could just return the favor and do some more splitting. You mean what? No. It's okay, Starsky. You can admit you like to be the little piggy on the spit roast. No, just kidding. Has very little fun, I think, but if quantum computing is ever introduced into the field of medicine, it's possible simulate at least all disease and illnesses. But anyway, I've just been ranting. You digress. Hey, that's okay. You know what? This is more of a hangout stream than anything. Where we are watching a bunch of simulated wars kind of play. My wife has lost a rebellion and now has a bunch of cubes calling themselves Pup Company. It's freaking hilarious. I was expecting puppies and they're like, nope. It's because I called her by her name, like the Pupperson 9 is, her online name, because I don't want to dox my wife. See how they are called Pup Company. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, they're beginning to nibble you there. Oh look, they're soon gonna start fighting each other over who gets your leftovers, Starsky, at this rate. Holy jeez. So Banjo somehow still alive. Scout in his little corner. Me somehow still alive because I've spread myself over the universe. Starsky sadly in the process of being the little piggy in the middle of the spit roast. Bird, I mean, just for some odd reason not expanding. I mean, maybe they don't want to anger another fallen empire. But, why not just cede those claims? You could just go boop, 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 and then you could just go wee, and keep your empire there. To spur a random little conversation my regular streams allows me to engage rather than just watch, and sometimes you can ask good questions, or whether that might also be interesting to others in the chat, and helps the streamer keep things lively. Exactly. That's why I said, this is This one is very much a chill stream and, you know, a type of stream where I very much can just talk and rant and ramble about some unrelated things. Because, like I said, there's not always wars going on. Granted, right now there are a whole shit ton of wars on the map. And there is a bunch of random stuff going on that I didn't know could work in Stellaris. Like, I still don't know how Banjo owns a planet in an unoccupied system. Like, it baffles me. My goodness. It's only gonna be 14 more-ish... Yeah, 14 more years. Or 16, sorry. 16 more years until the endgame crisis. I'm going to see if I could increase it to 2 ticks per turn to get just a little bit more speed. Probably a miniature painting stream, and I don't even paint. I often ask questions to provide compliments or good energy, but I know nothing compares. Nothing compares to anyone there. Yeah, I mean, I tried the painting streams. I'm not good enough at painting yet that I can engage in good conversations, which is why I decided to, you know, kind of abandon the whole painting stream things. Like, I love the theory of it. I love painting and stuff, but it was like, it was just too much for me to focus multiple at once. Gonna try one more to see if it goes a little faster. Okay, feels like I'm already pushing it. But I'll see if I can get a little more speed. Oh yeah, it's trying to do the auto save. That explains it. Alright, I feel like that's a little faster. I think it probably is just the fact that I'm basically throttled on computing power. I don't even think the ticks are doing much. It's starting to seemingly have an effect. Yeah, you know what? I'll just leave it at 3 ticks per turn. No, it's not even letting me quit this. That's concerning. It really is kind of... Yeah, I wasn't giving any hints for you to start painting again or anything. I'm happy to see you online no matter what you're playing. Aw, thank you, Elite. There we go. Okay. So, obviously, my computer is at max right now. Doing anything is very choppy and very... So, we're just going to kind of do map watching and hope it kind of speeds up to get us to the end game a little bit faster. Because knowing Adam has been streaming for... Yeah, it was a 6-hour stream this morning. It's been about an hour and a half now. So I'm almost on 8 hours streaming today. I don't think I've ever done that before. But honestly, you know what? If I'm going to spend 8 hours, I wish I could be doing it, you know, streaming with you guys and just hanging and chilling with you, you know, rather than spending 8 hours in an office. Or working for someone else. Honestly, if I could stream full-time, I would love to. But yeah, like I said, I've got kids, and it just kind of doesn't quite balance out with my lifestyle yet. But maybe someday I could take the leap. And I could be on more often, I could be a little more chatty. Because yeah, I know sometimes, Elite, I might give off the energy that I'm annoyed, but it's because I only get like a couple hours to stream a week, so sometimes I'm just so hell-bent on doing X in a game that sometimes I do forget to be chatty, And I apologize if I've ever come across that way to you, Elite, because I do like chatting with you. But yeah, just know if I'm ever like that, or if you ever feel like I'm not quite as chatty as I normally am, it's not because I'm upset, it's because I'm trying to focus on X, Y, or Z. Especially where I like to do so many challenge streams to myself. Like, a challenge stream is a challenge. I love the challenge, but at the same time, you know, it really does rack my brain. I'm trying to see when this... I'm trying to see when this war will end. I'm too nervous to hover over anything with my computer kind of maxed out right now. Like, it is going a hell of a lot faster. Once it reaches the endgame year and I see the endgame crisis spawn, I'll obviously slow this back down again. But right now, I'm just going to kind of let it run and see what the hell happens. Oh no, not at all. I always found you to be very polite and respectful. It's the same reason I watch the miniature painting streamer. He has the same personality traits. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I know sometimes, like, I remember kind of during the Pokemon streams, I was, like, so hell-bent on it. I felt like once in a while I was kind of, like, drifting and, like, ignoring chat. It also doesn't help, like, when I'm streaming on PC, because I have to look at my phone for chat, and the phone chat is so small, it kind of hurts my eyes after a while. So I sometimes find myself focusing on the big screen and not, like, looking down at my little chat screen. I need to get a second monitor. I need to stop delaying on that. Because, like I said, a second monitor would be so good. But like I said, the reason it works so well is because when I'm playing console games, is because I could just focus on the TV for consoles, and because, you know, I have the big computer screen, I could see the chat very easily. Because I'm trying to show you best. Ignoring chat happens sometimes. I wouldn't take that personal. Not going to see everything, that's fair. And like I said, I don't actively ignore chat. Sometimes I feel, though, especially like when I'm doing streams on the computer, I do find myself drifting away like onto the screen so much that I forget to check sometimes. Which is why I decided, obviously with the exception of this Stellaris stream, it's why I decided to kind of stop doing the Pokemon streams, because I can only do those on the computer. And I found I wasn't having as much fun streaming on the computer, and then my wife was going back to work. So that's kind of one of the reasons I took like a couple weeks break from streaming, is because my wife was going back to work. We're trying to figure out all these things with, like, you know, where we're going to live and everything. So it's like, you know, getting a new house, not like our mother-in-law's kicking us out, but, you know, I love my mother-in-law, but at the same time we do want our own place. And then there's also things right now, like where my phone is dying. I'm going to message my wife to see if she can bring me the phone charger. Then I gotta find an outlet for it. Alright. Yeah, my phone's on 4%, so like I said, I can't see chat right now because I'm messaging my wife. And then I gotta find a plug for it. But yeah, this is going so much faster. Or maybe it's just a placebo effect. The colorful galactic donut, sprinkled donut simulator. Hello, Augur. Star Sky, you know what? Because I have it on super speeds, I'm going to zoom in, Star Sky. It might obviously cause a little bit. Yes, Stellaris. We are having fun with Stellaris. Also, hello, Augur. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Star Sky, I hate to tell you, but it's not looking good for you. You still have some military, and I think you still have some planets. So you kind of have this section here. Do you have any planets in it, though? No, they're kind of approaching on that side. So, a Star Sky, you may be getting a little spit roasted. just a little bit. Oh yeah, maybe that's a lot of spit roast. Hi, Augur. I hope you're doing well. I think I already said hi to you, but my brain is mush because I'm almost at 8 hours streaming today. Because I wanted to do this. It's my birthday. My phone just shut off, so now I can't see chat at all. Hopefully my wife comes in with my charger soon. I'm not ignoring you all, chat. I would alt-tab to my chat, but then that would, one, minimize this, and two, I don't really trust it right now. Like, I have this going so fast that I'm scared if I alt-tab out of it, it's going to crash. So like I said, I'm not ignoring you. If there's bannable stuff going on in my chat, then oops. Please do not ban me. This is obviously an invitation to do whatever the hell you want while I'm not looking. We're getting so close to the endgame crisis. I'm intrigued to see where it spawns and if this universe can handle it. Right now, Sharv's army is the only one over 100,000. You want them at least 5 times that to stand a chance against the endgame crisis. You preferably want it to have 1 million to kind of like solo it, but Sharv's also in a confederacy, so it's like... But they've only got, you know, kind of now 11 years to ramp up. Oh, I heard something. So you know what? I'm going to alt-tab out of this. Oh, happy birthday. Thank you, Scout. I love you. And yes, Scout, you're safe down in the bottom. Even... Oh my, that is a lot. My brain would be fried at that point too. Even streaming 2 hours is a lot. Rip. Yeah, my phone went rip. I'm looking at everything now. Yes, happy birthdays. I'm so happy. All right, I'm supposed to eat a piece of pie for that. I forgot my pie. Wouldn't you know it, I'm a dumbass. I might have to crawl out from behind my table and go grab my phone charger myself. Because my wife does not seem to be assisting in that. She's probably watching a movie. I'm also trying to see if I have anywhere to plug it in. Because I'm very low on plugs because of this setup I have. No, if I unplug that, I'm screwed. How about that side? Alright, I'm going to alt-tab over so I can see everyone. Hello! I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, I'm going to sneak out and grab my phone charger. While I'm gone, Elite, you're in charge. I know this is not graceful at all. This is how I have to get out from behind my desk. But you can see the beautiful colored donut while I crawl. Oh, that does not help with my back right now. I'm old. Alright. Crawl my ass back out. Hopefully Star Sky's still alive. Oop, I accidentally bumped my Xbox. It's okay. I'm alive. Hey, Starsky's still alive. Let's see. Which one do I unplug? So that looks like this one. Because I don't need camera 2 right now. Because I'm not painting. I'm not doing anything with Sergeant McCroot Face. Unless someone redeemed Sergeant McCroot Face while I wasn't looking. Plug you in. Nope. Alright. Let's see. Power? There we go. Alright, gonna turn this on. Phone. Turn on. Didn't know the phone was my wife. Ayo. Alright. Going to Alt-Tab to obviously see what's going on and what I missed. I'm in charge. Muhaha. It's time. Let's see your favorite emotes. I'll start. Ooh, that's a nice wolf emote. Yours is, oh, that is a beautiful emote as well. Star Sky. I made this emote for a friend. Yours is, that's right. Tauntaun's tail wag is amazing. No, don't. With all my buttons tied for second. Buttons are good. Star Sky, love it. Did you make all those? Clicked it. They are very cute. Okay. How's this emote? Oh my god, it's Pup Pups. You're just in time for everything to be going wrong. I hope you're doing well, Pup Pups. So does this not charge enough for me? Okay, I need to give it a couple percentage points. But yes, those are beautiful emotes. I'm also disappointed that none of you chose any of my wonderful emotes here at twitch.tv/knowingadam. No, I'm just kidding. I love y'all. Alright. I'm trying to see. Okay. Are you doing better now? It's not charging fast enough. Oh, I think I have one plug left in the power bar if I move stuff. The question is, what do I move? Also, release. Oh, wait. I can unplug you, because you're the TV, right? In before I accidentally unplug my fucking computer. Nope. Okay, good. I'm not 100% dumbass yet. I really need a second monitor. This just reminds me more and more why I need a second monitor. All of this fumbling. Every time I think You were in VR chat with some friends? Nice. That is a very nice licking emote. Cute. I'm doing well. Was in VR chat. Cute. Love them both. Oh yeah, the Tauntaun. Little Tauntaun. Oh, Shadow Pup Pups. Thank you for using all of my lovely emotes. Oh yeah, and the buttons. The buttons are amazing. I love it. Shadow Pup Pups. Chat paused you to scroll. Okay, now hopefully... I'm surprised Star Sky's War is still going. Like, I feel like they should have been... Like, look... I mean, I guess they have that quadrant left. But I don't see where they have any planets left. So it could get complicated if they're not drawn into a white piece. They need a white piece very badly, Star Sky does. Everything else in the universe seems to be going a little more chill. Oh, right. I don't need... Sharv is actually managing to build up maybe enough military to survive an initial onslaught from the endgame crisis. I'll be interested if they appear within Sharv's borders, because Sharv may actually be able to handle at least the initial onslaught, and then hopefully a couple fallen empires awaken and come in and finish them. Like, that seems to be the only route for this universe's survival right now. Because they come with like 150, 200,000 power fleets, not like their whole army. That's their fleets. So I will be very intrigued when the endgame crisis spawns. Alright, I'm almost back on my channel so I can see what you're saying and about how I'm bald. If you get white peace, you'd be surprised. You know what? I've seen crazier things. You're so excited to meet Banjo and Sharv soon? I've already met Banjo and Sharv. And I've met you. I'm the king of meeting people. People love me. Just joking, Pop-Pops. Love you. If you get white peace, I would be surprised, Star Sky. I just hope you have enough to survive to the end. Because I want everyone to live. Even if it's in a crazy way like Banjo survived. Gotta put this here so I can see. Okay, I can see chat again now, everyone. It's at a slightly more awkward angle because my phone charger is plugged in, but I can see y'all again. Or you could just keep talking about how bald I am and pretend I can't see you. Group photo shoot soon? I think Pups and everyone wants to keep their identity secret. I'm pretty much the only one, I think, who actively shows their face. Oh, no, don't zoom in. That really slows things down. Whoop, no. Who can see ya? I mean, I've met you. I've met all of you. Or, sorry, I should say, like, you know, in the terms of Pop-Pops, Banjo, and Sharvington McSharvington. I has met all first. Although it sounds like you're going to have a cool time with Div soon. What was it, in Pittsburgh? I've seen Banjo and Sharv once on call. Ooh, nice, Star Sky. I actually DM Sharv's D&D group. that is how Sharvington and I met. I still can't believe Banjo's alive on one planet after all that. Whee! Oh my gosh, Sharv has more points than a fallen empire. I guess it's because he gets to have more space. 2 heckin' cuties. 4 weeks. Oh, is it really only 4 weeks away? Jeez, I thought it was longer than that. Then again, time's freaking flying, so... Yes, it is going to be a lot of fun. I also have to send you the link of camping sites, or, I mean, you probably already know them, right? But I mean, I've been to most of the ones in the national park near us, Shadow Pups, and if you need me to make recommendations, I am full of recommendations, because literally my childhood / teenage summer years were spent in that national park, because my father was a forest ranger in it. so I know all about it. Or if you show me one, I could tell you if it's really as easy to look, if it's as easy as it looks to get to that one, or not. Because I know sometimes it debates you and you're like, still newish to the area. I have no idea where to go. I can send you the national parks link and, you know, the campsites that I'm thinking of. Ooh, no. So Star Sky can't surrender because, oh, they've drawn you. Oh, you might get a white piece, Star Sky, because the Zamnians are actually, oh my god, the Zamnians might be your saviors, Do you want to know why? Because they can't occupy all your territory because the Zamnians are occupying some of it. Oh my gosh, the Zamnians might have inadvertently saved you, Star Sky. The spit roasting saves. The spit roasting saves. The spit roasting may save you yet, Star Sky. Then again, it looks like they're trying to fight the Zamnians as well. That's right. You shake that booty. You also need to shake the other side too, because that's what a spit roast is. You gotta meet in the middle. Although looking at how far Sharv penetrated versus the Zamnian Empire, it seems Sharv's bull Sharv's bull reputation is correct. Yeah, that can work. I know Sharv would like to be near a river as long as there's toilets. I will think. I mean, like, are you talking about toilets that go flush, or toilets like outhouse toilets? Because every campsite has like has an outhouse toilet. You're pretty flexible, pups. Oh, I know you are. Oh, okay. Okay, you're saying it wasn't Sharv that had the dilemma. You're saying you wanted to be near a working toilet. Got it. I mean, yeah, there's lots of camping grounds. I mean, there is like the front country camping grounds, but then, you know, you're just kind of, for lack of a better term, in a trailer park. Because, you know, lots of people do the front country sites. I mean, like, on the main lake might be the best spot. Ooh, what is that? Is that a Pikachu drinking a... Sorry, I have to zoom in with my eyes to see that. Is that a Pikachu drinking a giant Slurpee? Outhouses are better than nothing, but a flushing toilet is like, thank the stars, a functioning toilet. Yeah, you're right, Augur. I completely agree. I mean, the problem, like, I've just gotten so used to them because... as a child and, you know, a teenager, like, I spent months, you know, in places. No, it's ramen. Pikachu eating ramen. Nice. Hello, Scout. How are you? Your blob is still safe, and Banjo somehow survived the war because he has a planet in that system, but he doesn't own that system. So somehow they blew up the space station in the system, but they didn't get his planet in it. So he still has a planet there, so Banjo is alive because he has a system and a planet. But they are separate systems. In Boy Scouts, I did cons where even an outhouse wasn't an option. Oh, yeah. But anything Pikachu is cute. You could probably have an emote of Pikachu fixing a toilet and would still be cute. Have like Plumber Pikachu crack. That'd be funny, actually. Sharvington, even though he's the bully of the galaxy, constantly punching Star Sky around, they're the only ones with an army currently capable of even holding off the first wave of a... what's the word I'm looking for? Endgame crisis. So... maybe you'll all get lucky, they'll spawn in Sharv's area, and all the fallen empires will awaken and finish the job for you. Or none of the fallen empires will awaken. I appreciate you all still find me so funny 8 hours in. I feel like I'm scraping the bottom of my mental barrel, but at the same time I'm so dedicated to finishing this that it's like my mind doesn't care that it's a little tired right now. So yeah, none of these are an endgame crisis, right? What the hell is National Grim Awakening? National Grim Awakening? How do they have tiny... Oh, is a National Grim Awakening getting hit by these purifiers down here? Eh, eh, eh. Why am I trying to do anything? No, they're not. Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. You gotta stop when we're in super speed cheaty mode to not do things like that. Well, Sharvington is well, yeah, he's leading by at least 1,500 points, all the human players. Pretty amazing, too. I feel like this emote is a perfect positive vibes for a hello Twitch chat. Tell me it isn't. It really does give very nice, friendly hello chat vibes. I agree with you there. Oh my god, Starsky, you might draw a white piece. Because the coalition is almost at 100%, which means they'll have to stop, and since they don't own all your territory and you own some of theirs, they'll go for a white piece. I think Starsky might survive. With everything intact. Well, mostly. I mean, their military has been shot by the looks of it. But I think somehow, some way, you all may somehow survive the endgame crisis. I only did like crisis strength. You know, I did the weakest crisis strength for lack of a better term. So, I mean, maybe I'm so used to like, you know, because a lot of people I play with, they like to play a little more hardcore, like when I did tournaments and stuff, so they always had higher difficulty endgame crises. So maybe my brain's a little... maybe I'm not remembering as well what a 1x crisis looks like because it's been so long since I played. Maybe the 100,000 will be enough to just curb stomp it. Who knows? And the Fallen Empires will just be, you know, excess. I'm intrigued to see where they spawn. We're getting ever closer. We are less than 3 years from the first chance for... well, the second chance for it to spawn. The second real chance. Like, the 25 years early, that's, like, such a low chance. I never consider it. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's ever happened to me. I think I saw a playthrough once, like, where it happened to someone, but it's, like, one of those things that's, like, so rare that it's, like, I don't believe that happened IRL. I wonder if it's going to be War in Heaven. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Starsky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you. I think you lost a piece. You lost a piece, Starsky. Starsky? Oh, good news, Starsky. You're out of war. And you only lost a few systems. Look at that, Starsky. You're relatively intact. And look at that. You're still in the top 5. After that gut-wrenching war. You somehow survived, Starsky. You survived an ultimate spit roast backstab, only losing about maybe 5 to 10 systems. Starsky, your AI is really, really working hard for you. Because that war stopped, they pieced on you as well. Oh yeah, you did lose a couple systems here by the looks of it. So yeah, you basically just lost a little bit around the edges. Man, the least they could do after pummeling you down is, you know... least they could do after that is, you know, kind of, like, invite you into their coalition. Although I think it's capped. I think they did that so that way you couldn't just kind of, you know, engulf the whole universe in one federation and call it a win. I think they capped it at 4. Because that used to be a problem, where you could just be like, alright, I'm just going to befriend the whole galaxy, and then you would win. Like, relatively early. I'm intrigued. Where are they going to spawn, boys? Where are they going to spawn? And the other thing too is sometimes the AI gets stubborn and just like refuses to deal with it. Like the endgame crisis. And then it grows really, really powerful. Oh my god, this Lordian state. Sharvington. Oh my god, Sharvington, you only have 45... What happened, Sharvington? Oh, wait a minute. They're a coalition. Oh. So they have like a 100,000 power, by the looks of it, fleet. And it gets passed around every Federation election. Ah. That explains where all that firepower was coming from. Like, how did they just go from like 90k to like 200? But it makes sense because they're a coalition. I think they're a hegemonic one, I think. That would make them... Or they're a military... No, yeah, they're a military one. That would make sense. I think that's the coalition. Like I said, I'm a little rusty because it's actually been a while since I've just sat down and played a game of Stellaris. So some of like the finer nuances are kind of a little vague in my mind. Especially where they keep adding stuff. Want to go on the show Survivor? I should apply. Applications they get, would it be millions? I have my strategy set too. I assume they have definitely a modest amount of applications. I wouldn't say millions, but I'd probably say it's safe that it's like the hundreds of thousands. But to be fair, you can really kind of, as long as you can, kind of sell it super high, I'm sure you can find a way to get on there. Sure you find a way and get on there, Elite. Alright, we're almost at the year 2400. We'll see where it spawns. Will it gobble this universe? Think about this. If you went into a survival game with someone you knew, you trust your chances, you would be X amount better depending on the numbers. So in Survivor 18, instead of 1 of 18, I would pitch that idea and honestly to someone. Why wouldn't you go with that? I mean, yeah. I've seen enough Survivor, though, to know that sometimes you get something like that and then they backstab you at the worst time. Or are you talking like someone you know IRL before the show and, kind of like apply together and hope you both get on the same season type thing? Where are we dropping, boys? Where are we dropping? 2400. Oh. Is it seriously going to be a late spawn? Hold on. I'm just going to double check the odds of a late spawn, because I did not see it spawn anywhere. I got to remember the odds. End game crisis. Okay, so I mean, it hasn't been mechanics. No, I want the end game crisis. Huh. Shoot. They can, but even then, I'd rather get backstabbed at 6 and control the game and have a chance to win than get voted out way before. And I would even tell them that, like, we shouldn't betray each other. But even if we do, we are still better off than if we are solo. Yes, I agree with that, Elite. So I read something about the odds because all of the systems are not claimed yet. The odds are halved. So we basically have to wait every 5 years now to see if the endgame crisis spawns. I don't want to force it in unnaturally. Granted, this is the year it should have spawned in. But because all the systems aren't taken, it's going slower. Shoot. Obviously, I can word it way better. Lazy to make the super long pitch on Twitch. But yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, obviously, there's different ways to pitch it. Well, look, birds actually finally expanding in the in the empty regions. Yeah, and I can't really make it go any faster. My computer's already already struggling at this speed. I am so tempted to just force spawn it in. Can I do that? Tilde. Oh, I hit tilde. There we go. Okay. You know what? I might just need patience. There is one thing I can try. It's risky, but may as well. Try and see if I can get a little more speed. Okay. Seems to have taken the jump to 4 relatively well. Let's go 5. Is my computer borked yet? Hey. It's definitely struggling. 6? Oh no, it didn't even let me click to 6. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to accept 5. Okay. Yay, odds being cut in half because the AI is not grabbing space like it should. Wait, did they have a rebellion within a rebellion? Oh my god, they had a rebellion within a rebellion. That's hilarious. Alright. Tilde. Come on, just minimize this. There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully, like I said, there's a chance every 5 years that it will show up. So I just basically have to keep waiting 5 years on this. And then when it spawns, then I will bring it down to normalcy. Yo, dog, I heard you like rebellion, so I put a rebellion in your rebellion. I love it, Augur. Yeah, I know, it's so funny how this happens in Stellaris. Like, when you just let these things happen, you get such weird, like, little empires forming. it really does just feel like an alive universe. And that's, kind of why I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to go, see how this universe would play out, and see if it survives. It might, because that Federation fleet in Sharv's, Federation, like, it's getting bigger. It might actually, be the difference between surviving the endgame crisis and, the fact that it kind of, we have a slow spawning one. Obviously, it didn't hit the early one, or it didn't hit the start one, but it's hitting, the every 5 years it's going to take another shot to spawn. So I'm very intrigued to see if if they can survive and where they will spawn. That's what I'm most curious about. But yes, my computer, I'm forcing it to the max to get this as quick as possible. I know I'm not like focusing on the finer nuances of the map anymore, but to be fair, I think we all kind of know the regions we're looking at. 18 people. Solo has 5.5% chance. Duo has 11, and that's not even factoring the ability to share information, advantages, alliances, etc. And it's a secret alliance, so it doesn't take away from anything they would do otherwise. Well, exactly. That's the thing. Oh, sorry. Back, shoulder. Oh. Alright, maybe we'll be lucky and it'll spawn in 2405. But yeah, no, I completely understand. Like, any little alliance you can get in those games will really propel you to the top. Like, oh my god, there's been like so many little rebellions in this game. AI empires, like AI rebellions, like the fallen empires. There's like so many segregated little ones, and then there's just like a couple really strong empires. But there is definitely a couple that are starting to run away from the pack. They're finally getting to the point where they can actually compete against fallen empires. Oh, I wonder what one is going to spawn. Because some of them are a little easier than others. Like the AI Rebellion one, that's going to be a little bit easier on this map because the only ones, well, I mean, maybe one of these AI empires is one and I'm unaware of it. But because Banjo's like the only AI empire that I'm aware of, they'll just get nommed up pretty quick. Even with the help of the Cybrex, I believe it is. Trying to remember all of them. Alright, we're about to hit the first year 5 mark, so first chance that it spawns again. Alright, let's see. Will it spawn? So I know one thing, it can't spawn past the year 2500. I swear to God, if this galaxy gets lucky without a mid-game and an endgame crisis, I'll scream. But not in a way that will wake up my baby and my children and my wife. But there will be rage flowing through me if somehow this universe manages to avoid any crisis. Okay, first chance. I did not see. Nope. There was no spawn. An avocado. Thanks. Alright, guess we just gotta wait another 5. I think the members of Sharv's... Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, wait. What's that? Did they have a rebellion inside a rebellion inside a rebellion? Commonwealth of kernel space? The hell is the Commonwealth of Kernel? Is this actually another rebellion? Sorry, I'm like so confused by this that I realized I broke my own rule and I actually clicked on something like a putz. Oh god, that was not smart. I gotta see what this Commonwealth of Kernel. It's control left click. Okay, I have made a mistake by doing this. But I honestly think we just got a rebellion inside a rebellion inside a rebellion. Which would be fucking hilarious. Come on, bring me back to the galaxy map. We can't be missing the real action. All because of knowing Adam got curious. Zoom out. Come on. Map. Okay. The hotkey worked. But I honestly think they just had a rebellion inside a rebellion inside a rebellion. Because that was the main rebellion. That was the rebellion in the rebellion. And then the rebellion itself just rebelled. Rebellions are galactic pastime.
How much longer do you think it'll be?
Depends upon, like, it should have spawned by now. So it's... I won't be too much later, okay, hun? That's fair. Love you, hun. Yeah. But yeah. I honestly think that that is a 4th tier rebellion. They rebelled, and then they were rebelled within, and then they're like, you know what? Let's rebel one more time. Yeah, that's right. The 3rd rebellion is the charm. Because you know what? Their color changed to green. Obviously, that's a good thing. They're just like, you know what? We need a different color. Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like rebellions. I'm still shocked that Banjo managed to survive without a system with a planet in it, but a planet that in a system he doesn't technically own. And still doesn't own. Like, no one's claiming that system, not even Banjo. Like, Banjo could just connect his borders, but I guess Banjo's happy. Oh no, instead of scrolling down, I zoomed in. Oh my god, I might have to stop again. I don't want to stop, I want to keep going, but honest to god, I'm losing stamina at an alarming rate. We'll give it one more try. If we get to 2410 and the endgame crisis doesn't spawn, I will, I will resume this tomorrow night to see what insanity could ensue. I assume Bird has picked a fight with the Holy Roman Empire again. Oh no. Bothmans. The hell? Oh, birds attacking them? Oh, and they're getting attacked by my wife's coalition. Ooh. Bird decided to do something other than attack the Holy Roman Empire. Every single empire has a rebellion. To be fair, there's been a decent amount of rebellions, yeah. Or there's been like forced subjugation or like, you know, vassal states that have been forced upon others. Feels like there should be an option to spawn the events in such a long game. I mean, there is a way to force spawn it in, but I wanted this to be natural. So basically, it is a percentage chance every 5 years after the endgame crisis starts. And that like gets cut in half. So it's like a cumulative 5%. So every 5 years, it gets higher with a base of 20%. So, sorry, I'm just trying to relay the math again. There's like a 5% chance it spawns 25 years early. There's a chance it spawns every year that various criteria are met, but basically long and short is it's control every system and have like a bunch of ascended civilizations. Then once it hits the end game year, there's a chance for it to spawn at a 20% base rate, and then every 5 years there's a chance it spawns again very sleepily. Hopefully I survive a long time in the game. You know what? Like I said, I'm giving it to 2410, which is the next chance it'll spawn, which is 2 in-game years. And if it has not spawned, I will save and I will run the stream again tomorrow. I can't do it during the day because my wife's at work, but I will run this at night again. And I will give a little recap. One day, Scout will take over world. That's right. You will get a second system someday, Scout. Even if I have to force spawn it in. You never know. Maybe Bird Eye and her murder goth birds will be the ones to valiantly take on the endgame crisis. And she'll be left a withered husk while your Sky Dragon protects you. And then, as the endgame crisis is wiped out, Bird is gone and you can be free to expand into the stars instead of being a one-system vassal. I have faith that this can happen to you, Scout. But here's the other good thing about the late spawn, is if it did spawn at the endgame year, I don't think your universe would have survived. But now you're getting ramped up enough that I think you actually have a chance to survive. So the fact that it's kind of been spawning later is actually good for your empire, because like I said, their minimum fleet size is 250,000. Everyone's like the Stellaris state and that like huge the huge coalition fleet has just reached 250k now. Like 10 years ago it was, I think it was 100 and something. So, I mean, it would have gotten wiped. His entire army would have gotten wiped just from one fleet. And I think there's like 5 in the initial incursion, which is why I say you want to be around like 1 million fleet power. That's why I say the fallen empires really will be the ones to help save this. But, I mean, to be fair, there's enough ramp up now that there is a high chance to survive. There is a high chance of survival. Like I said, I'm giving it to 2410. If not, then I will be prepared to save it. I will hit the tilde now because it takes a while for it, with all of this crazy shenanigans happening, to actually, you know, spawn. Or not spawn, like appear. Hit the tilde and it still has not shown up. Keeping an eye on the galaxy map. Did anything spawn? Of course not. Oh, Tilda's working now at least. There we go. We're back to normal speed. There, everything's running a little smoother. So many army-less. But there will be a chance that they survive. I will I will save this game and I will take it up tomorrow. Resume here. Save. Alright. So I will print screen this and then I will make a little recap on the Discord. And then I shall bid you all adieu. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. And obviously, since this is still going to be part of the birthday stream, because I haven't finished the challenge stream either, my birthday subathon is going to be continuing as long as I have to do this. So, subathon, cheerathon, all those things are going to be happening. Bye, Adam. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Star Sky. I very much appreciate all this. Thank you for the stream. Have a good rest. I will have a good rest. Tomorrow I'm on baby duty, so I'm sure I'll have energy for like an hour or two tomorrow night. But like I said, it should theoretically only need another hour or two to go, especially if I much love to you. Thank you, Shadow Pup Pups. But yes, like I said, I should be able to handle it. All right. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Like I said, I'll do this tomorrow night around 8, as long as that time works for everyone. Love y'all. Also, don't forget about my Discord if you want updates. Love yas.